Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students, and this is yet another program जिसमें हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं. We are gonna use here fprintf and fscanf. बहुत बार आपने इस्तेमाल किया होगा scanf and printf. That is a conventional thing which works with the console, main keyboard and monitor. But here we have to work with the files, and why we need fscanf and fprintf, because जो previous programs हमने देखे, in that we used either put c or fput c or put w. That means integers and characters. Now what about if I need a lot of things to put into the file, like I want a complete student's record, like his name, his roll number, his fee, etc, etc. I could put a lot of things here. अब ये सारे चीजें जो भरनी है हमें, so we need something, one thing which can put in everything into the file, and that is why we use fscanf and fprintf. So for that, यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया है, यहाँ पे I have initialized file pointer, okay, fp of type file, integer type roll number, and I maybe for the loop. If we use it, float type जो हमारा मेरे पास है fee, okay, and then character name of the student, maybe this is, and file name. I actually also created an array of file name of size 20, which says which file you want to name it. You can name it. On the runtime, we'll ask the user, hey, give me the file name. He will tell me, okay, make this file, and we can create the file in the runtime. So I will create a file with the name given by the user. So I should say what? Printf what? Please give the file number or enter the name of file, because that file could be either already there, so we want to put into that data, or that file is to be created, a new one. The name will be given by the user, okay. So we will get that name, fine, and we will scanf, simple scanf, into the %s into what? Maybe I don't use the scanf, maybe I use getus, because maybe if there could be some spaces as well, so I can use getus into the fname. So fname, I will be having in the fname what? Now the file name, okay, what are the file name user suggests. Then I will put into the file pointer what? I will open the file as usual, and which one? As given by the users. Here I will say fname, no double quotes here, because fname is an array name, so we don't need any quotes here, okay. Fine. Then what I want to do with this file name, I want to write into it. That means comma, and in the double quotes I have to use w. W means what? Hey, I want to write. Fine, good. Then what else now? Now I want to put data into my file, so I will say, maybe I will say printf enter the name, comma, roll number, and fee of student, as we wish to, whatever I want to put into it, into the file. And these things, roll number and fee, etc, etc. It's going out of my screen, so let me fix it up. Okay, so now I want to say, I want to put the name, roll number, and fee, all the three things, into the file. The name is given by the user here. Now you can put this into the loop, like for loop for 100 students. We can have a 100 scroll record in a file, but here I will show only for one student, and you can put in a for loop over that to get it again and again. So what we do is we first simply get the from the keyboard the names, etc. Okay, so maybe I will ask printf. I already done that name, roll number, scan, and fee. So I will say scanf scanf what? %s, %d, and %f. The three things which I need, and first one will go into the name, the second will go into the ampersand of roll number, and third thing will go into the ampersand of fee. Fine. So I'm getting from the user, from the keyboard, it is entered the name, roll number, and fee. That will go into the name, roll number, and fee. The variables were created here, but we don't have to put into the variables, we have to put it in the file. So I have to put this thing into the file. So like I use printf to print onto the screen, but now I use fprintf to print into the file. So if you want to put into the file, we will use fprintf. Okay, and fprintf will take up the first argument will be of this function. Fprintf will be the fp, means which file you want to put this into. That information is in fp, because fp has the address of that file. Okay, so I'm putting fprintf into the fp. And what else you want to put? You want to put the %s, that is for name. Okay, %d for the roll number, and %f into the that is my, maybe I will say 0.2f, only 2 digits after that, into the what else, into my that will be the fee. So I will say here that put these things. I have now here the variables like name, what is in a name, put that to the fp, and put what is in a roll number variable, rollno, put that into the fp, as well as the fee, put that into the fp. Okay, now our name, roll number, and fee, which we got here from the keyboard, the variables were initialized here, and they will be now given to the fp, and fp will be having all these things, all the three things here. We could have many things, and we can put this into the loop to get it again and again for maybe 100 students. So that means this is a wonderful thing to store, for example, 100 student file. So this will be the record of 100 students. Isn't this a wonderful thing? Okay, but I'm here showing only the one student. You can put in for a simple for loop here, and you can run it for, say, 100 students or whatever students you want. Now maybe I'm done with it, but maybe I want to print it back. That when I can see this, if I run it and I can see the file, and there will be that thing, but I want to print that now. I want to get it from the file and print it onto the screen. Okay, so before doing that, I will close my fclose what? Fclose, I will close my pointer. That will be fp. As you know, we're gonna close it. Okay, okay. So after that, I want to put what? I will again open fp, f open. As you could understand, I have to use the f name, the file name, and this time around, because I'm gonna read from the file, so it should be r. Yeah, you're right, it should be r. So because I want to read from the file. Now what I will do, I will get from the file into the variables, the upper variables which I have declared. Then I will print those variables. Simple. So I will get from the file into the variables. The middle thing here is the variable, and I will get from the file into the variables, and then I print my variables. Okay, okay. It's does it make sense or not? I think it's very simple. So what I will do is I will use fscanf, because here you could see that I used fprintf to put things into the file, but now for example I use scanf to get from the keyboard, but now you want to get from the file. So what you do is use fscanf, file scanf, that means get me from the file. And definitely when you say fscanf, you have to say him, hey, which file, and the information of file is in the agent, the James Bond. Who is the James Bond here? Yeah, it is fp. Fp is gonna be James Bond. He knows where is the file. So I will ask fp, hey fp, give me the stuff from that file, And what kind of stuff I'm having? I'm having the kind of, it's like a %s, it's like %d, and it's like %f, because I'm having this kind of stuff into my file. So I would like to get it from that. So what is %f? It's name. And what is %d? It's rollno, roll number. And what is %f? That is fee. Okay, so what I'm doing here, fscanf is actually getting from the fp. Okay, it gets from the fp, and fp is intelligent enough to understand what I have to get in. And when it gets in, I'm saying, hey fp, whatever you get in, drop me into these variables. I have got the containers like name, roll number, and fee, which I declared on the top. So please get the things from the file and drop them into these containers, because now these containers are gonna print. Simple. Now I will do what? I will use printf, simple printf function, and I will say, hey, I want to print what? The data, or record, I should say the better word here, because this is a proper record of a student. The record of student is as \n. Okay, and what else? I will use simply printf the names, etc. Whatever. I will say name is equaled, what else? %s, and then I will say roll number is equaled. Maybe I will use \n to put to the next line and say roll number is equaled %d. Okay, then I will say \n. Fee is equaled, what else? %f. Okay, maybe I say 0.2f to implement a proper way. Then double quotes and comma. And what I'm gonna write after the comma? Maybe it will run out of my screen, but you can understand what is it gonna be. It's gonna be the names of the %s. That is, what should be the in place %s? That should be the name. Okay, what should be the %d? That is roll number. And what should be the fee? That is fee. Okay, okay, that's going out of the screen, but you can understand that's self-explanatory. Okay, and this will print me up all these things. And what at the end? At the end, I'm gonna do some housekeeping. That is fclose. Fclose what? James Bond. Okay, so James Bond, go to home, and it's time to run the program. So let's see. F5. It's showing me some errors. Okay, what's gonna be error? Yes, firstly we should put a ampersand here, because yeah, we'll put in the ampersand, because we are putting into the roll number and fee, and name doesn't need. %s will take care of that, and we'll be able to do a little bit of spaces here. Let me try my hands. Let's run it. Later on we'll see if there are errors. So please enter the name of file. No errors. Okay. So we will enter the name of the file, whatever name you wanna put in, some relevant name. So maybe I only know one name, that is juni.txt. Okay, now enter the name, roll number, and fee. So I will say my name, then I will say roll number 1, and maybe fee is something 1 2 3 4 point something, I don't know what. And then the record of student is as, name is Junaid, roll number is 1, fee is 1 2 3 4.50. It's perfect. So it's giving us all the things. And if we even open up the file, that see free where it's located, I will say open file location, and there I will get a temp, and we have here a file called juni.txt somewhere else. If I can get it, yeah, here it is. So if it opens up, and you could see here we have all the stuff into it. So that is the usage of your app scanner, because you have multiple things of multiple data types. You want to put it into the file, and you can put it with the fscanf and fprintf. Are getting me or not? Okay, so I think that's it.